Hello, my name is Andrew Buckle, and along with my wife Laurie, we are starting our ministry Light in the Darkness, where we aim to reach out to patients, families and friends of those who are suffering from serious mental illness. In October 1984, while in my final year of a physics degree in the UK, I was first diagnosed with a serious mental illness very similar to bipolar disorder. I had to take the rest of that year off and restart my studies in 1985. Unfortunately, I was hospitalised again in 1985, and in total I have had 8 periods in the hospital, the last one being in September 2008. I have received a great deal of healing from my illness through the use of medication, medical treatment and my faith in Jesus Christ. Not just an abstract faith that is just an idea, but the reality of the person as Jesus Christ has been the Son of God and my personal Saviour. And I want to reach out to those people, families and friends who are suffering and walking in the darkness of serious mental illness, because there is light there at the end of the tunnel. I mentioned earlier that I was first diagnosed in 1984 and spent 3.5 months in the hospital. And about a month into my stay in the hospital, I came to know Jesus Christ as my Lord and Saviour. And that gave me a purpose in life, a goal to aim for, in the sense that I was able to encourage, help and minister to the other patients. And as time progressed, other milestones came into my life that gave me even more purpose, something to aim for, so that I could slowly put the past behind and have a bright future to look to. For example, in 1987 I got my first job in IT support. The following year, in 1988, while I was having my injection at the doctor's practice, I was talking with a nurse, and she suggested I write my autobiography about what was happening to me while I was ill, simply because there is not very much that has been published by people who actually suffered the illness. Later in 1988, I followed my call to become a lay preacher in the Methodist Church in England, and that included a period of study and also practical things like preaching and leading worship. And that again gave me something to aim for, a purpose in life, something to substitute for the things that I had lost. I have received an awful lot of prophetic healing, where prophecies have been given to me about how God was going to use me and use my illness to benefit and help many other people. And in 1994 I got my first full-time job and started my career in IT support, and we're now in 2017 and I am still in the same profession. Other milestones that helped me as well were moving to York in the UK in 1996 to take up a job, and finally being able to leave home and live on my own 2 feet. And then I think the greatest thing that God has done for me so far, in 2003, I met the woman who a year later will become my wife. And she came from Dallas in Texas. When we met, we were on opposite sides of the Atlantic Ocean, but we got married, emigrated to Dallas in 2007, and we're still married and going strong in 2017 and counting. My last hospital admission was in 2008, and with the help of medication, which I take on a daily basis, with medical treatment, I still see my doctor on a regular basis, and also healing ministry, I am able to lead a perfectly normal and fulfilled life in a foreign country. And I've gained great insight into this type of illness and the struggles that people face when they have this sort of illness to deal with. And I feel I need to share that insight, because there may be many people out there who are either suffering or know somebody who is, or has a family member that could benefit from my insight and then go on to lead a perfectly normal and fulfilled life. In the darkness of mental illness like bipolar, there is light. May the light shine upon you. And I'm going to be producing a series of videos where I talk about different aspects of the illness from my point of view, family's point of view, medical profession's point of view. And with that, may the Lord bless you. Amen.